of their tournament play. Hashioka gets the captain's armband for this match. They have swapped their captains around as well, very much in the way that they like to during these youth tournaments. We saw that in the under-17s, the under-16s earlier this year, and that they've done all over again. Khalid Abdullah Abdoui is the coach of Saudi Arabia, and he has said that his squad can reach for the skies now, especially that the pressure is off. They came here to try to qualify for Poland 2019, and that they have done. It's the only player in the Japanese squad not to have minutes yet on the pitch. Wakahara Tomaya is their goalkeeper, and Abdulrahman Al-Shamari is the goalkeeper for Saudi Arabia. The only clean sheet he has kept in this tournament came against China. For the Japanese, after conceding 3 in the opening 2 matches, they haven't conceded since 216 minutes since Sufanat Muenta scored a goal for Thailand against Japan. So all set and ready to go. Ahmad Ali brings the second semi-finals, and Saudi Arabians in white against the Japanese, who've got 2 big centre forwards just to start this game off. And it's going to be a very fluent attacking lineup for the Japanese, who are going 4-4-2 in this match, but they can switch up very easily into a 4-2-3-1 whenever they feel like it, and the Japanese always feel like it, as Ishihara goes in for an early challenge already on Al-Ghanam, Khalid Al-Ghanam, one of those 2 18-year-olds playing down the flanks for Saudi Arabia, sending one of their youngest ever squads to the under-19s and still qualifying for the under-20 World Cup. That'll do their confidence a whole host of goods. Faraj bringing the ball back to Mohamed Shankiti. The Japanese hunting the ball down very quickly in the early stages. That's the benefits of getting fresh legs onto the pitch. And at the back, that was an easy clearance by Seko. Climbing high was Altaf Bakhti. That time it was Tagawa who tried to win one in the air. Both the centre forwards for Japan above 1.85 meters, as Mikuno gets it all the way back for the first touch of the 2018 under-19s for Wakahara. Clever ball by Ito, played outside and kept in play by Ogiwara. Hashioka, ball that was onside. In fact, bursting out from midfield was Yuta Taki. Just came out of nowhere just to cut inside. They love to use their flankers as almost inverted forwards, the Japanese, whenever they move forward. But this is very much 2 stems up front, with hopefully running from deep, coming from the likes of Yamada and even Hashioka from midfield, going box to box to help them out. Naif Almas, Shankiti. Ball's played in behind the Japanese defense, who have shown that they can be had at times, a little too ponderous at the back. Yumi Seko, who is side by side with Mikuni at the heart of defense, and Hashioka playing at right full back almost. It's a position that he usually plays for his club side, Urawa Reds. I think the referees brought it back for a throw to Saudi Arabia here. They have started games very impressively, Saudi Arabia, in this competition, except for their final group match against Tajikistan, where they got going late. But it is one of those things in the Saudi Arabian side that we've seen already. The moment a goal goes in, the confidence goes up. That's when the waterfall starts just pouring right down, cascading onto the confidence of every player on the pitch. 1-0 down at half-time against Tajikistan, and then scoring 3 in 8 minutes to win that one by 3-1. Abdul Rahman almost everywhere cut out and took that chance. Managed to get a pass out against Hiroki Ito, who usually is the protector in the centre-back in centre midfield. And here he is on the ball. He's got a real good shot on him. Charged down straight away. Another effort which came from Yamada. Didn't look too very convincing with that. Taki couldn't run onto the ball. And Saudi have a chance to break. Mansour. Faraj. Still Faraj. You could see the running off the ball then of Abdul Mohsen Katani. Oh, how confident was that from Hassan Altambakti. The crowd certainly appreciated that bit of swagger against the Japanese forward line. Al Shankiti leaving it for Khalid. Not the best of passes forward from him though. And it's easily cut out by Ogiwara. only to the imposing figure of Hassan Al-Tambakti, a player who was very much part of the Saudi squad in the AFC under-23s that were played earlier this year. Here's Naif Almaz, one of 5 players who appear and represent Al Nassr. And this is a very impressive start by the Saudis, who've seen more of the ball than the Japanese. Haven't seen the Japanese concede so much in terms of possession yet in this tournament. All teams that have faced them have come up with a parked bus damage limitations policy, only to get overrun by them. Saudis have come and said, let's take the game to you. Al-Shankiti. It's Mohammed Al-Shankiti. It's just barely kept in play then by Ishihara, who is usually a right fullback but playing a right winger's role tonight, with Hashioka just slightly behind him. Mikuni, all 1.92 meters of him, allowing the ball to just run past and give Wakahara another touch on the ball. Seko forced to clear it long. The Saudis charging hard at them. Opening minutes, and you can see already what's on the mind of the Saudi Arabian side. The coach has certainly put them up to play with that high press and be a little bit braver and composed on the ball. They have answered his instructions so far, especially